Hey everybody, my name is Matt Johnson and I live in Rupert, Idaho, and I am the Creative Arts Director here at Grace Church in Rupert, Idaho. And I want to tell you about the impact of Planning Center Online, both in our church and in our community. I moved here about 5 years ago to be the Creative Arts Director here at Grace Church, and Planning Center Online was one of the first things that I wanted to implement. Our church's growth had already begun thanks to our pastors, and by the time I moved here, our church had already grown from 35 people to 135 in the span of a year. Since southern Idaho is incredibly rural, that amount of growth was a significant milestone for our church. Planning Center Services was the only app available at that time, and it was exactly what we needed to help us become more effective in managing our teams and serving our church family better. Once we started using Planning Center Services, everything changed. No more headaches trying to schedule people, no more last-minute phone calls because we accidentally double-booked half of our volunteers for 2 different ministries that Sunday. And Planning Center Services was an incredible tool for me as the new worship leader because I was able to get new songs into the hands of my worship team without having to teach them each song myself. With Planning Center Services, they can access all of our songs, and since Planning Center Services is web-based, they can do it from any computer or even from their smartphone. Planning Center Services also helped us streamline our Sunday services. Our worship and media teams love it because they can find all of their resources and attachments in one place, so it's really easy for them to prepare for a Sunday service. We also found out pretty quickly where we were using time poorly during our Sunday services, and we made changes to ensure that we were devoting the right amount of time to the most important things. Planning Center Services took the hassle out of being a part of a team, and so it was really easy for our teams to grow. And as our teams became more effective in serving, that led to even more growth in our church. People want to be a part of a church that is operating with excellence, and a spirit of excellence is one of our core values here at Grace Church. And I can tell you with confidence that we would never have been able to serve the people of Grace Church like we are without Planning Center Online. Our church continued to grow, and once we made the transition to 2 services on a Sunday, it was time to improve how we were checking our kids in and out. We were really close to pulling the trigger on a different database that had a check-in feature, but thankfully Planning Center Online launched its Checkins app right when we needed it. The timing of that launch could not have been better for us. Setting up check-ins was really easy because we already had a great deal of information in Planning Center Services for all of our volunteers and their families. We moved our information from services to check-ins and we were done. With very little effort, we had a safe, convenient, and secure system that parents learned how to use on their first visit. To this day, our first-time guests feel a great sense of relief knowing that we care about the safety and security of their kids. It makes our parents feel really good to know that the only people checking their kids out will be the ones who check them in. Planning Center Check-ins eliminates both frustration and stress for the parents and for the volunteers who are serving in church that day. Well, it wasn't long after that Planning Center launched another app, which has become the foundation of everything we do here at Grace Church. We have 3 Sunday services now, and we're just about finished with our brand new worship center, and we are challenged to reach people effectively even with our high Sunday attendance. When Planning Center launched its People app, that was an answer to prayer for us. We needed a database that could help us effectively manage all the important information that was coming through the door with each family. And the fact that Planning Center People was free with our other apps was a huge blessing. Because we were already using Planning Center Services and check-ins each week, moving all of that information into the People app was easy and simple. Within minutes, we had a thorough and organized database which had all that great information. Ever since we started using the People app, it has opened all kinds of doors for us. We are able to serve our people so much better by knowing who their family members are, what teams they're involved with, when their birthdays and anniversaries are, and also really important information on their medical needs and allergies. We use the People app for other important things too, like keeping track of who's been baptized, who's gone through our membership classes, and who has completed a background check to work with our kids ministry. I can say without a doubt that we would never have been able to accomplish what we have without Planning Center Online. We are very grateful for the apps that Planning Center provides, and we are proud to say that we use them in reaching our church and our community. If you're a part of the Planning Center team, thank you for helping us reach people with God's love. And if your church doesn't use Planning Center yet, I can't recommend it highly enough. Thanks for your time, and God bless.